The Amoebunnies have splashed down in the rainbow mists, and there's too much to see and do. Help these unique characters explore their colorful land. First bunny to complete their adventure wins in this charming, asymmetric game that will appeal to a variety of players. Who will be your favorite Amoebunny?
Today on the board, boys,
Amoebunnies.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Board Boys Podcast, Season 18, bonus episode here from Camp Refresh. This is your board boy, Blob Rob.
This is your boy, Rockin' the Party, TK.
You gotta talk closer.
I am board boy, Bungus Beau.
Bungus Beau.
That tracks.
It does track.
Beau the Bungus. Hey, we are live from Camp Refresh 2026 here at the YMCA camp in Boone, Iowa. Playing some games on a Friday. We decided to bust out a bonus episode for you with a couple of the junior board boys. And we just finished playing a game of Amoebunnies by the designers Jamie Brown, and it was self-published from Wrong Cauldron Games. We talked about this and had done a live play. We met the people from Wrong Cauldron at Board Game Geek Con, and Beau fell in love with this game. And then we met them at Gen Con and did some other stuff, and we did kind of a collaboration with their Kickstarter. And the Kickstarter arrived.
Finally, yes.
Yeah, and we're going to talk a little bit about it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
And of course, Rob won in the very end.
I don't win Amoebunnies, so I feel
Yes.
pretty good.
I
You
also
win
don't
every
think
other
Bunnies.
game, like in history.
We're going to just jump right into it. This is going to be kind of a weird episode. We're going to talk some about Amoebunnies. We're going to talk to Joe Roth, owner of the Dealt Hand, who puts on Camp Refresh here in Boone, Iowa. And they're probably going to come back maybe on and off during the convention and just throw out some thoughts about some games we've been playing and how the convention's been going. So, Tim, why don't you tell us how we play Amoebunnies?
All right. Amoebunnies is a 2 to 6 player asymmetric, not really war game, but kind of a little bit of a war game.
It's like an asymmetrical goals game.
Yes. Okay. So you will get a faction, and in that faction, you will have a box with all of its stuff and an independent goal. So they're all based on colors, and then you will unpack your box, read through your little tiny rule book, and do a little bit of a setup. So setup usually includes putting some tokens on the board, putting your character on the board, and drawing cards, in which you will then take your actions during your turn. And those actions can be moving around the board, trying to achieve your objective. Sometimes that's fighting. Sometimes that's, putting down posters. Sometimes that's, coloring on your palette. And usually characters move in different ways using these color cards or location cards. And then they run around and they try to get their achievement. And once you get your achievement, that will be when the game ends. It's much deeper than what I just described here. But for the most part, there's movement, actions, and those actions achieve your objectives. And once somebody achieves their objectives, that's it. It says on the box, 30 to 60 minutes. We just played a 45-minute game with 5 players. We played a 6-player game in about an hour with a teach.
Yeah, and that's a 45-minute game with 2 kids and a new player.
Yeah.
So pretty good. I forgot to give the stats. Amoebunny is currently 17,122nd overall. It has a 7.4 rating on Board Game Geek. It came out in 2025. It is 2 to 6 players, best at 4, it says. 30 to 60 minutes, ages 10 plus. The weight is 2.67 out of 5, which is purely the fact that every faction is different, but none of the factions are that difficult.
Yeah, even the difficult factions are not hard once you kind of read through the book, right?
Yeah. So let's just jump right into it. We don't even need to take a break before we talk about it. Let's talk about our initial impressions about Amoebunnies. I remember walking past this game in Board Game Geek Con being like, that's cute. They had like little crocheted bunnies. And I'm like, that's like a little kid's game. I wasn't that interested. And that was that. They were back the next year, or they were back in the spring. And I took Beau and Amy to BGG Spring. And Beau sat down and played this game like 5 times.
Actually, I
drug
played
me
it
into it.
6 times.
6.
Because I got all of the pins for every character that was there at the time.
That's true. And because of that, we kind of got to talking, and they sent us a review copy, and we kind of reviewed it and did the Kickstarter and all that stuff.
We do have a playthrough on YouTube, too.
We do. If you go search the Board Boys on YouTube, you can find our Amoebunnies playthrough. I think we had a 6-player playthrough, actually.
We did, yeah, with 3 kids.
Was it
Yep.
6-player? Yeah.
Wait, who was the other kid?
It was Jeremy and his daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Anyway, and then I sat down and played it. I'm like, man, this is crazy. Like, this was more complicated than I thought it was going to be. And it's super fun, just all the different characters. How about you? What was your initial thought when you saw it?
When I saw it, I thought it was awesome. And, like, it was good. And, like, that was, like, yeah. I thought it was, like...
You liked all the backstories of the characters. You're a sucker for some lore, I think.
Yeah.
How about you, Remi?
I thought it would be like harder because like all the like dimensions on the box.
So when you first saw the game, what was your initial thoughts? Did it look fun?
What?
Did it look fun?
Yeah, it looked fun and awesome. Especially Mr. Green flying with the rainbow.
Yeah, so looking at the box, you thought it looked really fun.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, my first impression was through that YouTube, the game we played for YouTube, just coming over and kind of putting it down. I didn't know much about it besides that you had ended up talking to him at one point in time and that they'd send us a review copy. I had no thoughts coming in and just putting it on the table. It's really bright and colorful, and everybody unpacking their boxes was a cool experience just kind of out of the gate. So I was pretty excited to play it, and I guess it did not disappoint.
Also, it's from the Wrong Cauldron, but I wasn't wrong about it, so yay.
It's like the right cauldron.
So yeah, exactly.
Anyway, the copy we ended up getting, I think multiple people I know backed it based on us kind of playing it. And we got our copy, and the projection on it's really great. All the characters come in like little boxes. And there's actually a little mini 3-character expansion that came that they also can fit in the box.
There's
yeah,
also...
the characters are like Dragonfly, yeah.
It's Bruno. Wasn't it like Bruno, that other guy, and then the Rockstar guy, then the other Rockstar guy?
Yep, there's Melania, the Rockstar group. There's Bruno, who just wants to run around and beat people up.
There's
not
people,
Jin.
not other bunnies, like these little creatures who are trying to...
bugs. They're
like bugs.
Jelly bugs, and they
try to
eat.
The
lore, they developed a taste for jelly, which is what the Amoebunnies are made out of. So basically, they were eating people.
Oh, they're like mosquitoes for jelly or for Amoebunnies?
Yeah. No, but they would eat them, not just suck on them, eat them, eat them.
Gross.
Also, it came with cool little gels instead of tiles.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah.
I really like how there's a main set of rules that everyone follows, and those are pretty simple.
But some
that's
people,
on a little index card everybody gets.
Some people stray from the rules.
Yeah,
that's true.
Some characters stray.
Some people do break the rules,
But everyone can kind of read their own little booklet when you're setting the game up, and the rules are pretty easy to figure out from everybody's booklet, right?
Yeah, pretty much. The only character that I had trouble learning was Bruno.
Why Bruno?
I don't know. It's just a little confusing when I first read it.
Yeah, sometimes reading through the little booklet and doing the actual turn are a little bit
disjointed.
Yeah, it's not disjointed, but it just takes a second to usually once you do your first turn, oh, okay, I get how this.
Yeah, Bruno, you don't play the cards, which every other Amoebunny does. So I have little action tokens.
I think it's almost easier because at the very end of everybody's booklet is a recap and a cheat sheet.
Yeah,
stuff
the
you
summary.
Can do. And the summary is the stuff you do is pretty simple. So the summary basically tells you everything you need to know. And the paragraphs could be a little confusing, especially if it's your first time playing.
Yeah, we keep saying booklet, but it's probably 5 to 6 pages with multiple pictures. And it probably takes maybe 5 minutes.
It's like a little picture book.
Set up and understand your character.
Yeah, I mean, think of Root, only easier to get to the table.
Yeah.
Baby Root.
I mean, it's not that's how I always kind of thought of this game, was kind of Baby Root. Even though this isn't area control or we're not really fighting each other, there are things you can do to mess with people. And we played a lot of this at 2-player, and it's fine. But I think the game really shines when you're playing with 4 or 5, even 6 is fine, really, because the games are still kind of pretty short. And especially if everyone knows what they're doing, turns can be fast. But there's lots of kind of cute little player interactions that different characters can do with each other.
Yeah. She gives off presents.
Yep.
As their goal.
Yeah, so I played Midori. She gave out posters that you could
Midori? No, that's the green one.
Oh,
no.
Melania. Yeah, she gave out posters, and you know other people would take tickets from that. There's
biggest fan. I was your biggest fan.
Yeah, there's just other, Cam you can't like walk through. There's some other stuff that's
Cam you
interesting.
can't walk through when he's 4 or
Bigger.
Luckily, they have
collection guy.
symbols on. If you're colorblind, the symbology is good to help with the.
Oh yeah, the like
colors,
carrots
too.
and like stuff. The carrots.
Yeah, and I like how there's all the different zones, and every zone has a different colored spot, and all the. So like, there's a red zone, and there's a red space in the red zone, but there's also a yellow and a green and a purple. So the
And
board is
blue and-
very colorful. It's just cool how everyone kind of moves different and does their own objectives.
Yeah, like
If the colors were removed, the game would still probably play like exactly the same. It just wouldn't look as flashy.
Yeah, if you're just reusing the symbols. Yeah, and the location deck is cool because it has those two different elements in it.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
and
the
different
location deck,
characters.
it's like the like on the outside of the card is like what the
zone is.
what the zone is, and then the like circle is like what a spot is, like the like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple.
Yeah, I like the two decks. I think they're interesting. So like, one's like locations where you kind of use maybe for setup, or some characters use it to flip, and like maybe the person they're chasing runs away or something like that. And then there's the cards. Yeah, the cards you draw in your hand that have two different symbols on them. So two different colors. They're usually like half and half. Some of them are like red and red, but they vary up the game pretty drastically when each character uses them. I think it's super fun and neat.
Yeah, those were very cool. Just the way they utilize the two different decks and how the different characters utilize them differently as well. Like some people use cards to move, some don't. Some have like a set way they do a thing. Every character feels completely different than every other character, like by a large jump, like nobody really feels like you're doing the same thing, even remotely. Does anybody else have any pros or cons for the game or anything they want to talk about before we get to final thoughts?
No.
The game
But there also is like
is-
there's like a hidden Amoebunny, the Cloud Amoebunny. It's in the cover.
Oh,
of the
that's
box.
cute.
Cloud Amoebunny.
The game is like very game, and it's like fun.
The game is
Perfect.
game. The game is game.
All right.
Yeah, the game is game.
Well, we will get to final thoughts here then. Here on the Board Boys podcast, we have a 3 boing rating scale, 0 being the worst, 3 being the best. Half boings are allowed. 4 boings is your favorite game ever. A 0 boing game of Amoebunnies, I think, is a giant cam came out of the sky and crushed your game board, kind of like a WWE wrestler off the top ropes.
And then breaks the table, right?
And the table's broken and you can't play it anymore.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Very sad.
A 3 boing game, Bo, what do you think a 3 boing game?
You
of
do a 3
Amoebunnies?
boing. I'll do a 5 boing. Oh no, 4 boing.
Okay, the 3 boing game of Amoebunnies. I think they introduce a Balrog Amoebunny because if you put Lord of the Rings in this game, it would be my 4 boing game.
There you go. Yeah, a Balrog and a Gandalf, and your Gandalf is like fighting him all the way through the forest or whatever.
Man, we got to talk to Tolkien Enterprises about this groundbreaking idea.
My guess is Wrong Cauldron is not going to have the scratch to go ahead and get the IP here.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll donate. I'm sure the Tolkien estate is like, yeah.
I mean, they're already rolling in that cash.
Yeah, exactly.
So what? So a 4 boing game would be like the game comes to life and you get to like hang out with the characters, and then eventually you become a character.
So what do you think a jelly tastes like?
Ooh, cannibalism.
Delicious.
I would say like Jello.
I
Jell-O?
bet it would taste like human flesh.
That is weird.
Gross,
is-
dude.
Just like
All right.
just like a bunch of skin. Like
Ew.
This has got real dark.
This is
Just a little
this
bit
is
of
getting real
flesh.
dark. All right, I'll go ahead and start. I'm gonna give Amoebunnies a 2.5 boing. I really like it. It plays quick. I don't care how many times I play it though. I always have to reread the booklet to remember exactly how my person works.
Never. I
Um,
never do that.
And there's
No,
like
no, no.
9 of them, so I'll never remember how they all work off the bat. But on the upside, it's like a 5-minute thing to kind of get back into the game. Also, I like to throw out, I don't know where you're going to be able to buy this. I don't know that it's actually going to make it into distribution. But if you go to Amoebunnies.com, that is Moebunnies.com, you can buy it, that and the expansion, which we talked a little bit about it, but Amoebunnies, the game is $45 and the expansion is $25. It is like, as far as a board game goes, It's totally worth just buying the whole package. It all fits in one box. It was kind of made to do so. And it gives you 9 characters, and you're what? That's $70, which is about the price for a normal board game these days.
From a self-publisher that is a small publisher, like I think it's like 4 friends, and yeah, it's awesome. So.
Yeah, 100%. You should really support these guys. They're fantastic, and this is a really fun family game to get to the table. Beau?
4 boings. All is said.
Yes.
I think
Actually, I get unlimited 4 boings.
I think
because
it's 4
I'm Beau.
boings because your name is in the rule book.
Oh yeah, my
probably.
name is in the rule book.
Remy, you want to go?
4 boings, because character equal awesome. Also, I want to find mysterious cloud Amoebunny.
Maybe that'll be for the next expansion.
Ooh,
There'll be
bonus
a cloud.
character.
Yeah.
Like this hover.
Okay.
I will haunt you forever. Whoa, ha ha ha.
We're just raining 4 boings over
Yeah.
here.
I guess, yeah. This will be the highest rated game on the podcast. So, well, Civolution had 2 4 boings too.
That's true.
Yeah.
Will
Tim,
you
still
give it?
you got yours locked and loaded, man.
I could, yeah.
Will
not
you
yet.
give it 4 boings, please?
I will not. I will not.
How dare you?
I know.
How dare you disrespect?
So for me, I
Brownie.
think 2.5 too. This is fun. I think it's great. We've played it a ton. 2 players, 3 players, 5 players, 6 player, 4 player. I would recommend it to anybody. I think it's awesome.
Awesome.
4.
Well, that is
What's
our
4?
Amoebunnies. Well, that is our Amoebunnies review. This is kind of an off the rails one. We were going to talk more about Camp Refresh, and we never really got a chance to get back to it. So Beau and I are coming back after the fact, after we've been to Camp Refresh and Geekway to the West, and we're going to talk a little bit about those conventions. Let's talk about Camp Refresh first. This is our 3rd year at Camp Refresh, I think.
Yes.
What do you like about Camp Refresh?
Outside.
Yeah, you like being able to kind of do all the camp stuff?
Yeah, all of my friends are there too every single time.
Yeah, just the people you kind of see every year there.
Yeah.
And then you see them at Capital City Gaming Con too.
Yeah.
What were some highlights from you from Camp Refresh? What are some games you played or things you did?
I don't remember a lot. The only thing I remember is the big one. The big game.
The big game. You played a game of werewolf outside.
Yeah.
Werewolf in the Dark.
That's not what I'm talking about, but yeah, that one.
How was that?
That was good. I really like that game. It has a lot of roles. And so let me explain exactly what happened for one of these games. It was like this is a small story. So basically what happened was I was this guy who's called like the detective, where every night I can ask, I think, as many people as I want. Like, quietly, I say, "Are you the werewolf?" And if they're the werewolf or a monster, then I die. But if they're not, then they just say no. And they have to tell the truth. And I asked this person, and they were the head wolf, which means the first person they killed got transferred into a wolf. So that was me.
Oh,
and then
dang.
people found a body.
Was
And
it-
then after that round, I killed 6, maybe 5 to 7 people. I just went on a rampage running around tapping people on the shoulder. And then I just got shot by the hunter.
So like the game is like werewolf, but outside and also kind of like tag.
Yeah, in the dark.
Yeah.
Like,
know,
it's impossible to see.
It sounds wild.
And if you die, you still get to play because you get turned into a ghost. And you get to do annoying crap. And then follow people around with candles. I've played 3 different ghosts. My first ghost was the ghoul, I think. Where instead of holding a candle, I had to hold my phone at my face.
Mm.
Then my next one was... Okay, I only remember 2 of them.
Okay, well,
So,
we also did the outside like fitness thing, like the Siege fitness thing. Did you like that?
yeah, that was fun. The other ghost, it was called the Smiler, and I basically used the... Never mind.
This is great podcast material.
I'm sorry.
All right, well, let's talk about Siege Fitness. That was really fun. We got to go do exercising outside, and it was kind of a game where one team was trying to build up towers. The other ones were knocking them down. I thought that was
Yeah.
fun. It seemed like you were really into it as well.
I like that one.
I'd like to try it here.
Because they're doing it in Des Moines.
Yeah, unfortunately, the only times they do it seem to be early in the morning, and that doesn't really work for us a lot of the time. You're not getting up that early.
I would.
We've also played Ascension Tactics, the miniatures deck building game.
Oh,
Did
yeah, that
you
one
like
was,
that one?
That one was fun. It was sad because it didn't get to use any of the big ones, but otherwise it was fun.
Yeah, did you like
It
the
kind-
deck building
yeah,
part of
It
that?
kind of reminded me of Warhammer, sort of, because there's objective points, but it also reminded me of Unmatched.
We also got to play some layers, which you really like in layers, right?
Layers.
We've talked about that on the podcast,
Yeah.
about the 2 dungeons, and
Yeah,
you go through each other's dungeons.
Layers is fun. My dad always makes a weird dungeon. I remember the first dungeon I made. The one of the key things to leaving was on either side of him, and yeah.
Then how about Drop Holter? What'd you think of Drop Holter? I've talked about that on the podcast before.
No.
Infuriating.
I mean, I was kind of good at it.
Where you had to drop the items out of your hand and try to grab to get
Yeah,
the
I think I've dropped bells more than I've actually dropped the right pieces.
Yeah, I for sure also have done that. Well, let's talk a little bit about Camp. No, that's right. That was Camp Refresh.
Geekway to the west.
Yes, let's move into Geekway to the west now.
Geekway to the west. Geekway to the Painville.
Yeah, so this is our first time at this convention in St. Louis. What did you think about the convention overall?
Overall, it was really good.
What were your favorite parts about it? Not specifically the games, but what did you think it was like set up good or
I just liked meeting people.
did you like the demos, the way they had like the demo area?
Yeah, I liked the vendor hall.
And the play to win?
Yeah.
And we did meet a lot of fun people, didn't we?
Yeah.
Everyone was really nice. We always could find games. I actually used Meeple Meet quite a bit at this convention, and it worked fairly well.
I made 3 games, and I didn't get any people, but otherwise, yay.
Let's talk about some games we played there. We played Heroescape, which you knew more than the demoer for that game, I think.
Wait, what? What'd you say?
Well, we sat down for the demo of Heroescape, and you basically knew the game better than
well, it was
the
his
demo.
first time playing the new edition.
Gotcha.
He knew the basics of the old one.
Okay. How about French Toast? What'd you think about French Toast?
French Toast is awesome, and
from Allplay?
and we got it, and it's awesome, and it's awesome.
What's awesome about French Toast?
I mean, it's just the best game ever, 5 stars.
And we talked about this on our last podcast. This is where one player is the alien, and the keyword is French Toast, and everyone else will guess a word to try to guess your actual word. And then every time they guess a word, you either say French Toast or you say their word if their word is closer to the word that they're trying to get
You guys
to.
talked about this?
Yeah, I talked about it on our Orloy episode.
Oh.
Then I let Beau pick out a game out of the room.
Peppino.
And he brought back the fever dream that is Peppino the Clown. Do you want to talk about what Peppino the Clown
So
is?
Peppino the Clown, I'm not very good at it, but I got better at it. It's like a stacking game where it's a clown and you have to help him find his outfit. And there's different colors and there's different symbols on those colors. Our first game we just played with the color, which is the easy one. You get a pair of feet and you have to the card, you have to build exactly what the card is, and then you have to put the thing on the top. You have to match all the colors. And you have to put Peppino's head on top and say Peppino. And you fact check it, and then if it's right, then you get to get the card. Whoever wins by the end of whoever has the most cards by the end of the deck of cards wins. But the advanced version is where there's 3 different types of symbols on the 3 different types of colors, which makes for a lot slower stacking. But it's more complicated. Peppino is just our rulebook was in German, so we had to look up the instructions.
That's true. And I played it the hard way and you played it the easy way.
And he still beat me.
I know, but it balanced the game out a little bit more, right?
Because I'm not very good at it.
It was oddly really fun. So
yeah.
if you can find this like on the Goodwill shelf somewhere, I'd go for it. Peppino the Clown.
That's our grail game now. Along with that one vampire game.
The vampire game where it bites your finger.
Yeah. Wait, no, Don't Bite My Finger. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Don't Bite My Finger.
All right, then we demoed Cola Wars.
Long, fun. I would play the full game.
That's okay. We only played 2 rounds of it, and we kind of got the idea. This was one where I wish the demo had been a little better, but
what do you mean?
I don't know. It was their first or second time trying to teach the game, so they were still trying to get into it.
I really liked the vending machine.
Yes, the vending machine dice tower is great. This game is going to be on GameFound soon. It is from One More Turn Games. The designer is Cameron Fleming, and this is basically you are a cola company in the 80s, and you're in the cola wars of the 80s, and you're trying to basically get shelf space.
Yep.
Or you're trying to like do this area majority with these bottle cap things. You can get like special powers. The game is pretty straightforward as far as like theming, and there's like events. It kind of felt thematic to me, kind of like Rock Hard 1977
Rock Hard's
was.
fun. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it's maybe a little more gamey than Rock Hard, but
it's longer.
I don't know that it's longer. I think it's mostly because we were struggling to kind of learn the game to begin with.
The game's like supposedly like 2 hours long, which reminds me of a game that I played. Long game.
Okay, well, I think the game is probably close to like a 90-minute game once you know what you're doing.
That's pretty accurate. I mean, like, plus the teach, which is probably like 20 minutes. But
So I guess my question is, when Cola Wars comes to GameFound, should we back it?
Yes, because I'll play it.
That means you will play it, which is a high praise for a Euro game from Beau.
I mean, my heaviest game I think I've ever played is probably Minefer, so...
That is what you go back to. All right, then we went into the demo area for a little bit. We demoed a game called Kung Fu Zoo.
Awesome game. You flick dice at each other and try to knock them into the cages and beat up other animals.
Yeah, I think this was like a reprint of a different game.
Yeah, like the old version of the game was more of like cardboard, more like toy game sort of thing. But they got the rights to it and made it cool and wooden, so...
And what was the name of the company that it was doing those with the Crokinole Boards?
Brown Castle Games, yeah. They also had another game that was just pure cinema.
Yeah, so this is from Brown Castle Games. They had a really cool wooden version of Kung Fu Zoo. And there was 2 modes. One was like a battle mode where you're trying to knock everybody else's dice onto the other side. And the other one was a points mode.
Points match.
Anyway, it was a really nice production. It was a fun game.
Great game, if you ask me. Next.
Why don't you talk about cats knocking things off ledges? I know that's one of your favorites. We picked that one up as well.
Yeah. It's hard to talk about. You build a cat tree, and you knock things off the cat tree onto the cat tree.
And get
for
points. The farther you make something fall, the more points you get.
Yeah, and if you land the same type of cat toy on the same color or symbol of the board, then you get an extra point. And it's really just it's not much of a thinky game.
It's a pretty cute game for $20.
Yeah, and it's every cat has its own personality and name.
That is true. How about Sonic Roll? This was a rolling dice game. Which I think could have been fun. I did not have a good time learning it out of the rule book, though.
So we didn't exactly understand how to play 100%, and I think we might have played it in a way where it was too hard for us somehow, because it was really hard.
We then taught some people Minefer. That was your biggest game you played at a convention.
Yeah, who won that one?
That was Tim that we met there.
Oh, yeah. Didn't he, show up on your Facebook, people,
he did.
Just randomly?
I know, it's weird. So you're still liking Minefer after your second play?
Yeah.
Then
why would I not like it?
You and I went back to the hotel, and we had picked up the expansion for Finspan.
Awesome. Just pure awesomeness. You get to build a reef along with the ocean thing, and some fish have to have a certain amount of reefs in their column to plant that.
When did you get an
I
accent?
personally was just going for this giant shark. I think it's called the largemouth shark or something. And I had to get a group of fish. If, like, the red token of the group of fish, you have to get 3 fish together, which I had to get 2 more eggs than I already had. And I had to hatch the eggs and then get them into a group. And then I swapped them. And then I got the largemouth shark. And it basically gave me like 6 cards.
Yeah, this one doesn't add a ton,
But it's awesome.
It's the only span game that we still own, and I still think it's my favorite.
I agree with that. It's better than all the rest. Better than all the rest.
Have you played either of the other ones? I don't think so.
No, but it's still better.
I think fish are fun.
Fishy wishies.
We then went through a Lucky Duck event for Pyramid, which we had played before, and we taught some new people Pyramid. Beau is still really bad at pushing his luck.
No, I'm great at that.
You get it for me.
I won.
You did not. Then we played a couple games of Feed the Kraken. You're loving Feed the Kraken, aren't you? We also played Feed the Kraken at
the GameCon.
We also played Feed the Kraken at Camp Refresh.
So we played Feed the Kraken with a bunch of people. I don't know if I won or not. I think my team won, yeah. I was a pirate.
You did.
Along with my dad.
Yep.
And this other guy?
Yeah.
No, I do not recall his name.
And now that you've played it a few times, do you think you could run a game of Feed the Kraken?
Yeah, most definitely. I'm doing that at the next event that we go to.
You could?
Yes. I actually went to another one separately, away from my dad, and I was the cult leader, and we were on like the blue side of the board, and then we were along the edge of the blue victory. And if we would have gone red or yellow, then we would have gone into the Kraken. And the captain, personally, was one of my cultists that I had converted into a cultist. And they could have I could have just said, okay, I'm the cult leader. And then they could have just put it on me. And then we would have won, but we went the blue way.
We then played, I guess we should talk about, so Feed the Kraken is a social deduction game.
Yep.
Where you have pirates, you have sailors, and you have a cultist.
Have we never talked about it?
I don't know that we've talked a lot about it, but it's more board gamey. There's a board on the table. The best way to play it, you need at least 7 players. That's the long version.
I mean, it's the better way to play it.
It lets you run into a few more things. Like there's a spot where you can flog somebody to find out what their role might be.
Yeah, we did that in the game, and we flogged my dad, and we determined that he was not a good guy. He was just not blue. We don't know what he was.
And then like there's a spot where you can cut somebody's tongue out so they can't talk anymore.
I got tongue cut out.
Yeah, and then there's a spot where you can like refill your guns. Anyway, the higher player count definitely is more fun.
I agree.
But basically what you do is the captain passes out a navigator and I forget the other role.
It's
like
lieutenant.
And the lieutenant and the captain both draw 2 cards and pick one and put it in a box. And then the navigator picks one of those 2 cards and that's the direction the boat goes in. And blue is trying to go to the blue side. Red is trying to go to the red side. The Kraken is trying to go to the yellow, which is down the middle. Or he wants to run into the Kraken. Or the cultist wants to run into the Kraken and then get fed to the Kraken. And the captain has to pick that when that happens.
Yeast.
But you can't, if you're the cult leader, you can't be the captain when that happens and pick yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And there's ways to like, once you pick the teams, if you don't like them, you can mutiny and like there's a vote and you throw guns out. And that can change who the captain is, then you repick the teams. And that's pretty much the game.
Yeah.
I really like that one. We've played it a couple times here at the house too now, so I'm really enjoying the Feed the Kraken. We then played Tipperary. This is from Lookout Games. This is a nice little tile builder. I'd like to find this one if we could. It's on BGA, which
Tipperary?
is cool.
Oh yeah, we should. I didn't like it that much, but like you seem really enthusiastic about it, so we could get it.
I thought you liked it.
I just said that.
Oh, okay.
It was fine. It was like a generic tile laying game, like kind of like King of the Thing.
But it had a cool spinner.
It was a spinner.
I know, I wish the spinner was better. Anyway, try Tipperary out on BGA. It's a fantastic tile layer. as long as you like games.
A deluxe edition would definitely be it's definitely able to be made.
What do you want a deluxe and Tipperary for? You want actual whiskey or what?
No, deluxify the spinner.
Oh, like with glitter?
Yeah.
We then played some Wanted Wombats. Do you want to talk about Wanted Wombats?
It's like
or tell me about any Wombat facts.
So it's the most simple game ever. You have a stack in the middle, and there's two $10,000 wombats. There's 16 $1,000 wombats. Blah blah blah. There's $1,000, $3,000, $5,000, and $10,000 ones. And you have to call out what you think it's gonna be when it's your turn, and you flip it over. And I don't actually remember the full rules. You can keep going if you get it right, or you can bring it in, and you win by getting $15,000.
Right, it's push your luck. It's fun, dumb fun, I think.
Mm-hmm. Here's some wombat facts. Did you know that they poop squares? I don't know. That's the only one I remember. Or
they also have their pouches upside down.
And did you know they also have butt shields? So they can block their tunnel with their butt shield?
That's a fun fact too.
I just knew that. That wasn't even in the book.
We then played some Blood on the Clocktower for the second time.
Yeah.
It got dealt out, and I was the imp the first time. I was gonna get to be the big bad guy.
But then the
dude screwed it all up. So then we had to redeal it, and I turned out to be, I forgot the role I was.
You were the recluse. You could be chosen as evil.
Oh, that's true.
But I kind of started something. Also, unfair, by the way. There were these two people, a father and son, who have played, and they've played a ton of times before, and they knew exactly how to trick it out. And one of them was a baron, and one of them was an imp. Just
right, and they totally took us for a ride. Basically, I was trying to tell Beau that this kid had to have been evil.
That's what I was saying.
No, you pointed at me and said
I
was
you
evil.
died first. Too bad.
Exactly.
Well,
but
I thought he was evil the whole time.
You set the whole group down the wrong path by going after me hard and not believing me.
Well, I just wanted you to go out.
That's why people do not want to play these games with kids. Because you're just a murder hobo. Seriously, no, it's not like a funny thing.
No, people
you need to have some kind of couth.
People love playing them with me.
I don't think so.
Why not?
I think to a point, but you also have to kind of feel the room out. You know what I mean? That just comes with experience and getting a little older, I think.
I do. I've played.
Your frontal lobe is not fully developed.
I can play you. If I was the imp, I could play you like a deck of cards.
I believe you could. I'm just saying sometimes you don't read the room or you get a little too excited.
Well, good for you.
The next morning we played normal human.
That game was really fun, but it's
It's basically charades where one person doesn't know what you're supposed to be doing and then someone has to guess who that person was.
It's that simple.
It was cool. It would have been fun with a ton of people.
It'd be way more fun with a ton of people, to be honest.
I then got to teach Covenant to some people, which we reviewed. Still really like Covenant. I really wish I could play that one with you.
That game's stinky.
I think you'd like it.
Stinky dwarves.
We played Hummingbirds, which, do you want to talk about Hummingbirds? You're the one that brought that to the table to teach us.
It's an awesome game. I'm a hummingbird. Get it? Because I'm fast.
Yeah, that's the game?
Yeah, no, the game, so it's a timer game where you have a thing, and you move your hummingbird into a magnet, and the magnet attaches to timers. And you have to guess when the timers are, done, and then, you take it out, you flip it over when you guess they're done, and they give you a certain amount of points. But if you guess the ones that and it's not done, you have to get rid of one of your lowest amount of points. And then, there's 10-minute timer in the middle, there's 2 5-minute timers, there's 3 3-minute timers, there's some amount of 1-minute timers, and then there's
30 seconds.
A ton of 30-second timers. Yeah.
And if you're right, you get points. If you're wrong, you lose points.
Yeah, I explained that. You lose your smallest amount.
Yeah.
And if you get
and the game ends with one of the piles goes missing.
Yeah,
or
or no, I don't think
or
I've
somebody
ever.
takes the
I
10
don't think
minute.
I've ever seen it end with all the tiles go missing from one pile because that's it's not if someone takes the 10-minute timer that makes the pile go missing
Well, that's what I,
because there's one in that pile.
Sure.
So that's how that works.
I'm just saying if there can be
Yeah.
some games where people might not even go for that 10-minute timer.
I mean, my strategy, I sit on the 10-minute timer during the whole game and just run around with one of my hummingbirds because
Yeah.
you get 2 hummingbirds.
I don't think that's a winning strategy.
No, because I won every time.
You didn't win our game. I won.
No, I won.
Because you get I have my BG stats right here, sir.
Prove it. Show me it.
The 2 timers works better than the 1 timer because you can get more points.
Well, I got 2nd place.
You did get 2nd place.
He.
We then taught Moon Colony Bloodbath. Still really like Moon Colony
Still
Bloodbath.
just like, it's dumb fun.
I think there's an expansion coming out.
Wait,
so
what?
I'm excited to see that.
Do you know what it's about?
Just more cards, I'm sure. Beau actually won Moon Colony Bloodbath. He created a bloodbath by introducing lots of robots early on.
I won that game. I had like 3 people left.
Yep. I then got to teach Endeavor Deep Sea to some people. Really like Endeavor Deep Sea. I think you would like Endeavor Deep Sea if I could teach you.
It looks hard.
It is super easy.
Like most games.
I got to teach Mo Poplar that. He is from Ashy Feet Games.
He's the best.
Yeah, he was super nice. He showed us Crumb Snatchers, which we played next, and you
Awesome.
won that
We
one.
gotta get. Wait, what?
You won the game of Crumb Snatchers we played.
Yeah, I won Crumb Snatchers. We also got a review copy. Wait, did we?
No, we got
a review copy of a different game. Never mind.
Yeah, Crumb Snatchers though, you're basically just playing cookie cards, and they're worth points, and depending on. You can play different versions. The one we played, certain cookies were certain points. And then there were some cards that let you steal cards or swap hands with people.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's like the best game to ever exist. It gets 4 boings from me.
It was neat. I think taught him Baghdad City of Peace, which is still fantastic.
What's that?
It is a game.
What was I doing during that?
I think you were out playing Feed the Kraken.
No, I think I was playing Halo.
Oh, maybe.
I played this Halo miniature game. It was fun.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Great. It was awesome. And it's kind of like Warhammer, but way less thinky.
The next morning, I got to play Shackleton Base, A Journey to the Moon.
Yeah.
I played that with the expansion. Still really like everything about Shackleton Base. And while I was doing that, you were playing a game called Sheep. Do you want to talk about Sheep?
The Sheep.
The Sheep.
It's
What did you think about that game?
like 3 hour. Wait, how long does it say on the box?
I don't know. That's the longest I've ever seen you sit down at a game.
It says like 3 hours on the box. Oh no, it says 2 hours on the box. I was there for 4 hours, and I didn't even get to finish. I had to leave early. It was.
But what was the basis of the game?
Goats evilly try eat you, and they get genetic mutations. The sheep are evilly.
It's a co-op game.
Yeah, and you're trying to get all of your things, the carts, and you're trying to get the carts to the other colony, and you can buy stuff from the carts, but the carts can't defend themselves, and the sheeps are gonna try to kill you.
So it's kind of like a delivery game.
Yeah, the sheeps don't even care about you. They'd run past you to get to the cart.
Interesting.
Yeah, they just want the carts. And there's a pollution track where basically we have to get rid of our lanterns, which is kind of just a resource for the general game. We have to get rid of lanterns, and if we get rid of lanterns for that turn, then the scale goes up. And as it goes up, we collectively need to get rid of more and more lanterns because like the pollution is boiling up until we have to release it, and then the sheep get a new mutation card. Well, not a mutation card. They get a new adaptation. Mutation cards come out every night phase, and they're just different types of sheep.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and they have different stats and stuff.
Do you want to talk about the last game from Brown Castle Games that they gave you a little demo copy of?
Taktika.
It's called Taktika.
Yes.
It's coming out. It's going to be basically a little war fighty game that you can play on any table.
Yeah.
And the version we have has like crokinole discs.
Yeah, no, it's gonna
with
be a
stuff printed
crokinole
on
disc,
it?
but you can take out the top pieces and swap them out for other top pieces. Basically, what you do is you get a 10 discs without the top pieces, and then those discs, you can customize your army out of those discs by using the top plates. In the first release, because they told me they're going to add more to the game, in their first release, they're adding 3 units. They're adding the archers, they're adding the swordsmen, and they're adding the knights. So I'm going to talk about the knights first. How the knights work is you need 2 knights to be able to kill 1 piece. So let's say a knight was in a spot, and then in front of that knight was another piece, but in front of the piece that was in front of that knight is another knight. You could flick the first knight into your enemy piece. If your enemy piece hits your other knight, then the enemy piece is dead. Or it can work the other way around. You can hit one of your knights, using a knight, into an enemy piece, and then it'll die. And if there's only 1 knight left on the board, you could substitute any piece that's on your team as another knight. Okay, and then there's archers. Archers, you have to flick them within 1 disc range. You have to have 2 archers within one disc range of a piece to flip it over. And they kill in pairs, and if there's only 1 archer left, then you can do the same thing, substituting. They all have their own movements. I'm just talking about deaths because it's easier. And then the knight. The knight, you want to flick as hard as you possibly can into an enemy unit so it goes flying off the board. Also, you have to call all your kills. You can't accidentally kill someone.
No slop here.
Yeah.
Anyway,
you can also ricochet stuff.
I would highly recommend checking out browncastlegames.com.
Yeah, they're awesome.
They make a ton of cool Crokinole boards, and they can do any kind of custom board for you that you want.
Yeah, you can put your silly picture of a cat on a Crokinole board, and they'll do it.
They had some Lord of the Rings and Star Wars boards.
Yeah, we almost got the Star Wars or Lord of the Rings map one.
I know, I'm probably going to have to upgrade our Crokinole board here at some point.
What we should do is when Taktika comes out, we could buy Taktika along with the Crokinole board.
Yeah, I don't see Taktika on their website yet.
Yeah, no, it's because it's coming out next month, I think.
But they do have Kung Fu Zoo out there for pre-order.
Yeah, so what happened was we were in the drawing for Kung Fu Zoo because if you play it, you get in the drawing. We didn't win it, and then when I got there to ask about it, if we won it, they said you didn't win it, and all the copies are sold.
They also have nice little carrying cases and stuff.
For your oh yeah, all the Crokinole pieces, you can customize what's on those too.
That's true. Also true. Yeah, they're all very cool. So check out browncastlegames.com for all your Crokinole needs. And check out Taktika as well. I think
check out Taktika.
That game was really fun.
It's the best game.
You probably taught that game to 50 people.
Ever possible.
Maybe not 50, but you showed it to a lot of people.
1, 2 people.
All right, well, thanks for listening to another episode of the Board Boys podcast,
actually,
the special edition here. Sorry, this was kind of a super random episode. Hopefully you enjoyed listening to some Amoebunnies at the beginning here, and then Beau and I just kind of rambling on about convention time. Hopefully we've got a bunch of stuff to review here. I'm hoping to do more video things coming up. Maybe do some short little videos for some reviews. I don't know.
Stay tuned for Blorp. It's a puzzle, a game. It's a whole lot of fun. Everyone loves Blorp.
That's true. Beau wants to really talk about this Blorp.
We don't have to talk about it now, but be tuned. But stay tuned because it will be out soon, and we will do a video on it soon.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Board Boys podcast, season 18, bonus episode with the B-Man. You can go to theboardboys.com for all the links. You can give us 5-star iTunes and Spotify reviews. You can hit our Discord to talk to us out there. You can go to our Patreon and support us. We'd appreciate that.
Yeah.
If you'd like to get more content, check out the YouTube page. We have some stuff out there. You might see Beau and I with some live plays soon. Once again, until next time, we hope you like board games.
May the Blorp be with you.